Hey everybody, thank you so much for agreeing to serve as Starting Point coming up this Wednesday night. This video is really just meant to provide a few extra details that weren't included in the first video that you got from Ansley. That video, of course, is much higher quality. This one was just filmed on Shelby's iPhone, so please forgive us. This is really just meant to answer any questions you have and make sure you have everything you need heading into the night Starting Point. First and foremost, I just want to get your mind thinking in the right direction about the people who are going to be sitting at your table. Just so you know, they're going to be coming from all different walks of life. Some of them are mature believers, some of them are immature believers, and some of them are non-believers. So you really don't know what type of people are going to be at your table until you're there. And so let me just encourage you to pray for them in advance and just be ready to answer all sorts of different kind of questions. And it may be from a mature believer, they ask about philosophy of ministry. From a non-believer, they may not know anything about the faith at all. So you'll have a vast different array of people at your table. So just begin praying for them and just be prepared to answer all sorts of different types of questions. And so again, this video is just to give you a few brief details about the documents that we need to be filling out throughout the night and some details that you'll need to know. So we ask that you as a table host show up at 5:45 because your guests will begin arriving between 5:50 and about 6:15 p.m. And so once you arrive, come into room 1. We'll tell you which table you're assigned to. They'll all have numbers. So just go and hang out around your table. And as guests start arriving, all you need to do is just encourage them to fill out this white half sheet of paper that says connection card. All this is just an information card to make sure we have all the pertinent information that we need in order to follow up with them and keep in touch with all of our guests who come to Starting Point. Once they fill out this card, at some point between 6 and 6:10, I'll get up on the stage and let everybody go ahead and grab a plate to go and start eating. They'll grab a plate, they'll come back to the table and sit. You'll begin to small talk with them. And then at 6:15 p.m., I'm going to start the content. And so my content will be about 30 to 45 minutes. At the end, what I'm going to do is once I've presented everything about the church, the mission, the vision, everything else, I'm going to say something along the lines of this. Now that you guys have heard what Billboard Church is about, you've heard what God is doing here, some of you are ready to join as a member, some of you have more questions, and some of you are not ready to join as a member. And so what I'm going to do is we're going to just simply take a 2-minute break. I'm going to have everybody stand up, go get a drink of water, go to the bathroom, and if you know you're not ready to join at this point, you can go ahead and leave this time. If you'd like to stay to ask questions and potentially join, in about 2 minutes or so, just come back to your table and your table host will be able to answer some questions that you have. Ready, set, break. So I'll say something like that. Everybody will stand up. It's those who are potentially ready to join or ask questions are going to be at your table. So what you'll do is you'll have individual conversations with those at your table, answer questions, and then if somebody says, you know what, I'm ready to join, I've heard everything, I understand, and I want to do this thing. At that point, you will take this yellow half sheet. It's a membership application. You will fill this application out on behalf of the people at your table who are ready to join. Do not let them fill this out. We need 2 things from the person who's going to be at your table or the guest at your table. We need to know if they understand that salvation is by grace alone, through faith alone, in Christ alone. So you can ask the question that we provided on the membership application, or you can ask a few other questions that you may have used in your past to discern whether or not somebody is a follower of Jesus. So we need to know if they know Jesus. We also need to know if they've been baptized, a believer's baptism by immersion. And so you'll see some questions and some marked boxes on here. You will fill this out on behalf of the guests who want to join the church. Once you fill this out for the people at your table who want to join the church, you will then hand these guests this blue sheet, which is a personal action plan. This personal action plan does 2 things. One, it gives them an opportunity to join a Connect group. It also has an opportunity for them to mark at least 2 of the ministries in which they are interested in serving. As members, we ask that everybody join a Connect group and sign up for a ministry to serve. So once you fill out this yellow half sheet for them, the membership application, you'll then provide for them this blue sheet, the personal action plan, where we want to make sure they smoothly get into a Connect group and smoothly get into a serving team. And then lastly, a week from the day of Starting Point, we have what's called our team orientation. Please remind the guests at your table who join about this. The team orientation is where the following Wednesday night, we simply train the new members in the ministry areas that they signed up to serve in. I know that didn't cover everything, but I hope that gives you a little bit more information. Thank you so much again for serving as a Starting Point table host. I love you. Let me know if you have any questions.